welcome everyone to Ask Jenks, our social media series featuring submitted questions by you, our amazing Jenks citizens. This week we have Counselor Kevin Short. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being here. Last time we had Jenks Mayor Corey Box, and now we're going to feature Mr. Short answering some of the citizen questions. But first, Counselor Short, can you give us a little bit of information about what ward you represent, kind of the geographical area, how long you've been a Jenks counselor, and then what you do in your real job?
Sure. So I'm the at-large counselor, so I represent the entire city of Jenks. I live in Ward 4, down the street from Mayor Box. This is my first term, so I'm entering my third year as the city councilor, and my day job is I work for Mabry Bank as the chief lending officer.
Okay, well, good. Well, for our citizens that aren't aware, our counselors are actually elected unpaid officials. So Mr. Short actually works full-time at another job and then volunteers his time for council. So we appreciate that, and all of the counselors. So let's get right into it with citizen questions. So our first citizen question is, why do we not have a noise ordinance, and how do we get one in Jenks?
Sure. So in fact, we do have a noise ordinance. The city is 125 years old. So back whenever they decided to have the original noise ordinance, it was probably deemed very vague, very loosely defined. As we've grown as a city, things have changed. Everything's changed. Technology's changed. It's allowed for louder, more acoustically clearer sounds, music, etc. So that is something we are, in fact, looking at as a city. The city staff is very aware of it. Council is very aware of it. Planning Commission will be reviewing at some point, probably in the next 2 to 3 months, updating that noise ordinance, updating it, modifying and amending it, and then it'll be put out for public comment. So the public will have a chance to review what the updated rules recommendations are. And once we get through the public comment, we will, as council, vote to recommend those modifications and those amendments, and then put it into effect.
Okay. Great. Well, that's great news that we already have one. So it's kind of a win right now for our first question.
So far.
Check. So it sounds like we already have one getting updated, and so you can look for future information about that in the next several months, is what I'm hearing. Okay, great. So our next question comes in, and it is, why is a section of the pedestrian bridge still closed off?
Sure.
And is it safe to walk on?
Well, to answer your second question, yes, it is safe to walk on. In 2023, we hired a consultant to inspect the bridge. It did have some material deterioration, so we immediately fenced that section off. And when we were going through the consultation and the engineering inspection, determined the rest of the bridge was safe for pedestrians and bicycle traffic to continue to utilize. However, in order to fix the said bridge exposure, that would require a substantial amount of weight for trucks and et cetera to be on that bridge platform. Because of that, we've decided, or their recommendation is to segregate out the repair, basically from the banks in, and then that will take several periods of time. And then those several periods of time work really well for our capital budget, because we can budget that out over several years and adequately fund it and know it's going to be taken care of. But it is definitely a key priority for us. That pedestrian bridge is utilized heavily, but it is safe to be on.
Well, that is great news. Do we have like a timeline on maybe when the repairs will be started?
Sure. So this summer, late summer, they're going to begin the engineering with the intention of starting the actual repairs in early 25. And that will extend out, as I said, it will extend out probably to late 25.
Okay, and that's just that first segment?
Correct.
Okay, and then there'll be some to follow after that. But well, that's great news that part will be taken care of, and that our bridge is still safe for all our cyclists and pedestrians, because we love our pedestrian bridge, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, perfect. Well, that was our 2 questions for today. Those were great questions. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here, Councilor Short. We are encouraging all of our citizens to please submit questions about any kind of city project, city infrastructure, city process, city initiative, really anything to do with Jenks. We want to address them, so you can visit our homepage at jenks.com. There's a link there, our social media pages, and all these videos will be on our YouTube channel. So until next time, thank you.
Thank you.